Hey! Previously on Kimba TV. I think the best thing would be to play the structure formation on the 28-5 sweep. Okay, so I'm just sticking to my plan. You guys should do the same always. Cause it just feels like everybody that missed out on the 28-5 long juice, they're gonna try to like blindly knife catch. All right, I'm back in you know where. How we doing? All right, let me get everything booted up, y'all. How we doing though? All right, it's 2:44, so we got 15 minutes until hourly candle close. I know we got the stream started late, but I feel like it's actually perfect timing. Okay, KK. Mandela says, can't believe dot holding. You're such a Chad. Does everybody understand? Like, some people were like, why are you looking at dot? You're gonna miss the long on Biddy. Boy, come on, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I was really focusing on dot yesterday. I didn't really get to see like the full rise up, but that shit was popping, right? Last night, I was on that 6-hour flight, so yeah, there's a reason why during all that volatility, we got this live. But there's a reason why I was like, okay, guys, hold on a second. And I was just looking at dot. And this dot box has been planned for about 3 weeks, so I had to do it. There's still a chance I get round-tripped on this whole thing. Yeah, but that being said, I gotta keep an eye on the thangity-thang thing because, as you all know, I would really like that sweep at the end of the day. But let's just talk about Biddy real quick. Did the open interest go up? Did you get an open interest delta that was negative with open interest going up? Nope. And what do we talk about? If you're going to play that 28-5 sweep, if you're going to long, then that sweep better get tucked back in. You need structural support. I don't think you had structural support, and I already told you guys what I'd be looking for. You have no shorts trapped. You have no shorts trapped. And even if you did take a little bit of a long attempt, thinking that could be a possible sweep, you're still putting it at a lower low, right? Or putting it, stopping it out at golden pocket or 786. So if you did take a little bit of a risk, you really shouldn't have lost that much, right? Quiet 7 says, simple, delete the box and it will pump. It's up to S&P. It's up to S&P. We might have to wait till Friday or next Monday or next Tuesday for any sort of reversal back up. So, yeah. Because the traditional markets really don't look good until tomorrow/Monday/Tuesday. But here's the gammas, y'all. Let's nerd out real quick. Orca says, when do you think Bitcoin will go down to that spot? Brother, I am not the person to ask to time shit, okay? Do you know why it's hard to time shit? Because a lot of it has to do with retail. You know who's trading right now?
Daddy, chill.
Everybody that feels like they closed their short too early, or they got wrecked taking longs that I specifically said I'm not gonna take, and they're trying to make money back. They're super desperate to make money back. Those two are the only people that are trading right now. So both of them are going to get fucked even harder, and I don't know how long that, market maker orgy is going to last. Yeah, I'm sure there's late shorters that are going to need to get spanked, right? And then there's the early longers that are going to get fucked. But we've already planned for this. I don't know how many times we talked about if you lose 28.5, there's really nothing until high 26s, low 27s, right? Okay, this is value area low, completely normal for it to hold, okay? You might have a nice little short opportunity. We might have a shorter opportunity. I don't know. But for me to long, we've said this for weeks. If that 28.5 long isn't going to happen, then we're off to 27.2. That's where I'm longing. I don't have a juicy short, but I don't know how many times I've told you guys I'm not interested in taking any scalp longs. The only long that I would even think about longing is 28.5. And we acknowledged how there's super little support. So I'm not going to blind limit that shit. I'm going to wait for a sweep structure. And I literally gave you guys like the best alpha, I feel like. Open interest has to go up. Open interest delta should be negative. That did not happen. There are no shorts trapped. Why would it pump? So even though I wasn't here, we literally talked about this so many times. At least for the people that were here, you know, if you tried to long that sweep, the initial sweep, that's okay. But once that got stopped out, hopefully you're not trying it again. There is no such thing as a sweep of a sweep in like an hour time period. So Hustler says, is 27200 still valid? Looks like it could sweep that. No, if you remember, I said that the 27.2, this zone long setup is not going to be a sweep. It's going to be like a crown or distribution or accumulation or whatever. It's going to do like a Kimba crown, I think. 19 Turbo says, you think it will retrace a bit before lower, need 28.7? Well, I don't exactly know about levels like that, but right now, do you know there's only two people that are trading right now, 19 Turbo? The people that closed their shorts too early and are saying, oh man, triggered. And then the idiot that did like 3 or 4 long attempts on this whole entire move up, even though we fucking talked for weeks about if you don't get the sweep at 28.5, it's gonna nuke. And that guy is desperately trying to make back all the money that he lost. Those are the only two people trading right now. Just like when I was in a little bit of a red and the position was going down, and I still executed my plan. Even if this pumps back up, I'm not gonna chase along. I know what level I'm waiting for. Yes, so the fact that we left all that liquidity to the upside makes me feel even better about my long attempt here. Yeah, but that being said, BitHappy, understand that too, right? So no matter what, you need to have your stop loss set. Welcome to the Liquidation Championships. I'm your host. We got the Holdana Bears and the Laguna Bulls for the Liquidation Championships, y'all. We have 2,500 Bitcoin trying to long 27.5. Who is that? Fuck wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Do you? Macaulay Culkin in 7 minutes, y'all. Woo! Karen says that guy is longing the Big Daddy Golden Pocket. It is not Golden Daddy Big Pocket. We had all that time to plan and prep. I should have gone into the Kraken a little bit earlier. Let's go, 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 Turtles. Ninja Turtles. Shout out Ninja Turtles. Crypto Monk says, what if it rebounds here? You should have a plan for it. The point is, Crypto Monk, you don't want to be thinking while it's happening. You knew that Binancio Magneto was there. You should have already have a plan for if it rebounds. If you're asking what if it rebounds here and you're trying to think right now what to do, you're already late. You're competing against people that already had a plan for that. Does that make sense? That's why I keep telling y'all, think of worst case and best case scenarios. Every single scenario. If it does bounce here, how high could it go to? It would need to go above Golden Pocket, right? Yeah, so if you're trying to figure out what to do now, you are getting trapped. Don't get trapped. Okay? It would just be much better to just let it do its thing. We just talked about what it would look like or what I would expect it to look like when we got here. Everybody's all caught up, right? We're not trying to knife catch, y'all. So we have our level of interest. As it approaches there, okay? We're still like $400, $500, $600 away. As it approaches, let's see what the fuck it does. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there, right? Because if it looks like it's just longs getting squeezed, then I might prefer to have the limits closer to the 268 and the 265 than the 27, right? But if I see a whole bunch of fucking shorts getting trapped at 27, then I might need to take it, even though if I see liquidity at 26.5. I would just love to see this happen live together. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, get nasty. Still waiting. Still waiting. Okay, 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 okay. 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 Schwiggity, schwaggity, schwaggity, schwiggity. Don't go blind. Don't do nothing blind. Let it do its thing. Get nasty. Get nasty. Woo! Oh, it's gonna get nasty to the thing. It's going nasty to the thing. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. How we doing? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Schwiggity, schwaggity. It went to the 24.8. It went to the 24.8. Let's see where it is. Okay, okay, okay. Woo, wait. 24.8 is tapped, y'all. Woo! No blinds, ladies and gentlemen. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. I still don't see anything in the CVD to tell us anything. I'm staring at the CVD. I'm staring at order flow. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. When enter, do you have position? What the fuck? No. I just said don't put any blind things. CVD is still eh. The recovery is crazy. Yes, it is. Woo! And we're back. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay! Oh, that's a schwiggity and a half, y'all. Woo! Coinbase! Wiccan! Wickety! Green Shell says, what is going on, man? Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm assuming? People had a shit ton of blind limits. And market makers just said, bitch, give me that. Hamlet says, what the fuck? I mean, it can happen. It can happen. This is Sparta. Pew Pew says, thanks, Kimba. You saved my ass with that blind limit advice. I mean, it's because I got wrecked trying to blind limit this shit. Harika says, what's your plan? My plan was to watch 27.2 to see if CVD or open interest gives us a go. It didn't give us a go. So I'm just chilling now. This is exactly why you don't put blind limits. You know what's going to happen if you put blind limits? My stop loss didn't get hit. Boy, you stupid. Psychedelics says, holy F, my dude. What the fuck was this? Did we not? Okay, there was a moment where we actually threw out this number. It's all probabilities. So this can still not work out and we could nuke all the way to 24. You understand that too, right? Okay, so again, not surprising. It just did it super violently. And we said, do not put blind limits in. Watch the reaction. Okay, let me switch to the 5-minute candle. So if you want to take a sweep, you can. Look at that structure candle close. It swept. We only said it one time, but there was a sentence when I said, yeah, there's also a small chance you go to 24.8. Break the 25, right? 24.8, holy shit. Snap dizzle for shizzle. 24.2 on Bybit? Yeah, but that's Bybit. That's why we look at Bybit or Binance for the levels. Bybit for CVD, Finance for this. Look at all, they literally just grabbed everything. Moguy, okay, finally, that's a good question. Moguy says, if a price target is sweeped on futures but not in spot across exchanges, is it necessary for it to get swept on spot? So Moguy, I don't think, first things first, there's no such thing as necessary, in my opinion, okay? It's all just probabilities, okay? I don't know if you're a big gambler. I'm a big gambler. Okay, so when I play blackjack or I gamble, I play by the book because I do whatever the fuck it is that's going to give me the statistical edge, you know, and I want to have a fair shot at least the numbers catching up with me type of shit. That being said, you're always going to lose gambling, you know, but my point is that everything is a probability, okay? So sometimes even if it's a 75%er, sometimes it does the 25% thing. Okay, the next thing that I would say is don't just take my word for it or anybody else's word for it. Clearly, we've had almost 2-3 months of sweeps after sweeps, plenty of examples to study swing failure patterns. So you can always go back and see if there were any sweeps that did not finish with all exchanges sweeping, especially a place like Coinbase. You might spot like Bitfinex not sweeping, okay? Who gives a shit about them, okay? But I think you need to look at like Binance, Coinbase, and CME, okay? Because, again, not talking shit, but the only volume that you can really trust is CME, not arguable. Everybody understands that? So CME is also an important confluence to look at. So you tell me if you can find any sweeps where the CME didn't eventually sweep or Coinbase didn't eventually. That being said, I'm going to just tell you up front right now, the higher probability is that it's going to sweep. Okay? But it's not a necessity. So hope that makes sense, brother. Were you here when I was talking about how you can use that information independently from the thing? So listen, this looks like a sweep structure, okay? Really, really bullish sweep structure, okay? And I don't know if you've been around long enough or not, but a lot of times I get round tripped or I have to sit through a torturous golden pocket pullback. Fuck the market makers if this is the one long that I'm not in where it doesn't do that, okay? But like 99% of my Kimba airline trips, I have to sit through a golden pocket or even worse, like a 786 pullback. If you're bullish, you've got chance 1, aggressive golden pocket or Kimba box with a 7-8. Nah, I mean, I think you're going to have to go lower low, right? Lower low stop loss. Okay? Right? Maybe even before. Maybe you're saying, fuck it, Kims, I'm going to get in at 0.5. Okay, whatever. That's semantics. But anything really without a lower low, that's on the aggressive side. And that's awesome. So you should be able to calculate exactly or plan what you're, like, okay, so if you're going to get the Kimba box, it's going to be bottom heavy, so your average entry is going to be like right there, lower low, and then, you know, obviously this is up to you on where your profit is. I mean, I would at least hope it's going to be a higher high, okay, at least, okay, but I mean, you can do this yourself, and you can be like, okay, if this happens, I'm going to lose this much, oh, fuck, I'm not down with that. Okay, and maybe that you say I'm gonna do like 50 Bitcoin instead of 150 or whatever. You know, you got the next guy that's gonna chance number 2, less aggro. You're gonna wait for sweep of sweep plus structure formation with lower low stop loss. So you're going to let it pink. And then you're going to, I mean, you already know what the sweep structure has to look like. It has to have a candle body close like this. And you should probably do this like on Coinbase. So you would go, instead of trying to knife catch, you go, okay, all right, cool. As soon as that fucker gets in, brink. So on the 1 minute, like we saw today, even if it's a 1 minute 7A6, you're able to capitalize. You're putting all of that shit in the Kimba box or whatever the fuck. 1 minute like Kimba box type of shit. Okay, but for sure at the sweep level where it would have to, whatever it is on your exchange or however you want to correlate that to the Coinbase level, et cetera. And then you already have your stop loss defined right there, so it'd be something like this. Yeah, so basically, Mo, okay, my whole point is, I don't know what the fuck all this is about, but my point was, if you know that there's a high probability that it has to sweep, it doesn't mean that you can't take that long. Rather, you can still take that long, okay? But since you know that there's a high probability that's gonna get swept, maybe you emphasize and you're more careful about maximizing profits than trying to stubbornly sit there and be like, hey, come and get me, you know? And not to get round tripped, you know? So, and maybe that means that you let at least a little run. So if it, you know, if it does this and you have a little bit at least running or something like that. Okay, but that's where like, you know, if you can kind of plan all of that, it's really not that difficult in my opinion, because you're just navigating based off of what you're, you know, already anticipated. Yeah, that's it. Because you know what because when I see something like this and we leave stuff like that up top, now I'm hoping, like I want to get into a long and try to take this up to the 32.4, 32.5, 33, whatever that might be, okay? Everyone's going to be like 34, 35. No, go fuck yourself. And then we nuke down to these levels. Still possible, would be really awkward, and I would put it at lower probability, but still possible. There's obviously clearly treasures to be had, okay? But you know, like we said, once we breached 27, I'm not afraid to attempt a long because of the more of like the logical thought process of, okay, now we can rotate back up, and because there's no more longs. Literally, I don't think there's any longs left. Of meaningful substance, of where it would still be a juice, even with the amount of money that it might cost to take the price down that way. Like the risk reward, I don't think is profitable to try to nuke it to like 17 right now. I could be wrong, and again, I am retail, but I think if you compare like open interest delta and like how much money is going up and down with each move, I would say that I don't think there's any retail longers left, to be honest. Now I think it's all shorts to kind of grab. So I'm going to be playing DOT, and I'm going to be playing Biddy, Woodward. So now we're going to dive in a little bit into like making sure and talking about DOT, BTC, bull div, and all that bullshit, you know, what we would need to see to kind of really nerd out. Okay, but both DOT and Bitcoin, I'm probably looking for a sweep of the sweep type of thing. Yeah. And you know, we were talking about it for 27 too, okay? But it's going to look like this, I think. I think it's going to look something like that. Just before we went Bugatti. 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 But like not really, just like Bugatti, like right here maybe, and then poo-poo. So we'll take it level by level, but you know what I mean? And it's not gonna look like a straight shot like that, right? Because you got this thing going on right here. So for this whole move, that's the value area low. So even if we did get like a bing, it could just be like a that. Or it could just be like a that. You know? We probably have to start paying attention to traditional markets a little bit more. Kind of feels like the correlation might be not 1-to-1, but stronger than normal. Yeah. YSX says, would you expect on ETH to sweep low once again? Everything needs to sweep. Everything. You want to take a look at ETH? Well, first and foremost, we talked about it. Is that, oh, wow. What does the 1 hour look like? Did the 1 hour candle structure hold? Okay, kinda. The only way is if this is bullish. Okay, were you here when we talked about this? Holy shit. Who was here when we talked about this, but it was not this high? It would be the bullish retest that would really give me confidence that, ETH can outperform Bitcoin. Okay, but that being said, that little pink, that initial breakout, whether it ends up being a fake out or not, right, could be the thing that prevents it from getting a sweep. So that's why I think if you can afford to be hyper aggressive, you're going to do something like this, and you might be taking the golden poquito. If that's the sweep and you're convinced that that is the only sweep that's going to happen, then this would be like Kimba box would be completely normal to take, right? If that's the plan, if that's your expectation. I wouldn't get like too crazy enthusiastic until it breaks out and does a bullish retest for me. And that means it's probably going to tap this thing again. You know what would be hella funny? I don't want to jinx us, but this getting sweeped. I don't think it's swept. So yeah, to be honest with you, brother, when I see something like this might get swept, but that could be on the bullish retest. I can't time it. Okay, but that would be pretty interesting to gribbity grab. It always stops them out, if you kind of notice. So maybe, So just that's all I can kind of help you with. Yeah, I'm not really that much of a help on the smaller time frame, brother. Okay, all right. Let's resume a little TA here. Let's finish it. Let's finish the thing. So we looked at the gammas. We saw this. Let's see, y'all. This is probably useless. Yeah. We looked at. Oh, you know what? I need to look at dot. And then I need to draw the same line on Coinbase. Make sure that it's exact. So I'll be watching both. Okay, that is no longer valid. So we got Coinbase. And then let's do this. Let's get this bitch out. Yeah. Marvel. BetHabby says, are you posting on Discord if we move hard? To be honest, I feel like we've done so much nerding out that you already know. I'm not going to be in any sort of like weird, surprising short, okay? And if it's a sweep, I have a pretty good idea based off of deviations, TPO values, all that good stuff. You also have this 24,350, okay? I mean, we had this on screen for quite a while. So just take a look at this. So it's like, really? So if anything, like, you know, not financial advice, but it's all clearly if that bitch is going to get tapped, you're going to grab all of it like all of these. There's never a time when it just takes a bite out of the pizza and leaves it there. It doesn't do that. So, I mean, like stop lossing before that or, you know, something like that. Yeah. But, again, I don't think you want to set blind limits. Okay, so it really doesn't matter what the invalidation for the sweep is. Let the structure happen. The lower low is your stop loss. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm saying is like I'm not gonna have this wake me up, but for the lower low, I will have an alarm. And so, like if it goes like this, I'm looking, I'm in. Guru says, hope this nukes. I feel you, Guru. I feel you, brother. But make sure that if you are going to be interested in this level, I think whether you're longing it or not, or even if you're in a short, you probably want to take a look at the reaction on the open interest delta if this starts to like really rally. So whether you're trying to get into a long or you're hoping it dumps or you're waiting for that sweep, you know, you got a couple of things to just tell you so you don't have to hope. So if you are longing from there, then you want open interest to be going up, okay, as this is going down, and then you want open interest delta to be negative as it's going up, okay? Same thing with the sweep. Open interest going up because you want shorts. You need shorts to be opening. You can't have longs getting closed out. Does that make sense? You need motherfuckers to open the short to trap the short. A long that's getting close, you're not trapping nobody. Right? That makes sense, right? So when you're watching this and you want the dump, you want open interest to go up because that means shorts, okay? Open interest delta as it's doing this, that means that those fuckers are trapped. Open interest going up, open interest delta going negative. Okay, all right. Let me get out of here. All right, let me go ahead and let the market makers know I'm walking away here. Wait. Sato is always TPing and entering too early. He entered the stream too early. God damn it, Sato. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, long or short, I'm rooting for each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys. What an amazing day. Let's see what Friday is like. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I need everybody's best. Let's wrap up the week strong. All righty, Sato, take it away.